So Bongani Luvalo was spotted at the Miss Africa 2025 red carpet, right? And boy, oh boy, social media is eating him up and spitting, okay? It's almost like after Portia's interview, the veil lifted somehow and now people are seeing things about him. I don't know, but a lot is going on and people are not favoring him at all these days. And apparently, Balsa issued that apology to Tshepo because she was forced to do so. Meanwhile, Thabang, who was one of the experts on Married at First Sight Season 2, she said a mouthful about cast members' traumas. But before we get into all of this, congratulations to Kawekasi Masaleni. I hope I said her last name right. The newly crowned Miss Africa 2025. Oh, what a beautiful girl.
Thobela, molweni, ninjani, igama langu Kawekazi Mazaleni. And I am your 67th official Miss South Africa. And that fills me with so much pride and so much joy because this is not a journey that I have walked alone. I have carried so many of you guys with me. And for me, it really is a testament of intentional leadership and how if you really want to see change within the systems that you step in, you need to just start somewhere. My heart is so incredibly full. If I'm being completely honest, it feels like I've won the World Cup. That's the best way I can explain it. It feels like I've won the World Cup. But I walk out of this, but really I walk into this a completely different woman. But I still carry my old self into it. It's been a very transformational journey. But the one thing that's really, really kept me grounded is my purpose. And I am so lucky and so blessed to be able to walk this journey with you guys. I want you guys to see what it means to be a Miss South Africa. And it's a very beautiful, beautiful process. But I want you guys to see the kind of courage that it takes, the thought and the mindset that it takes, and how sometimes you really just have to be willing to bet on yourself to be able to take it like one step further, further and further. Until you are sitting on platforms like this, speaking to the country. I am so incredibly grateful, Ndiyanithanda, and I can feel Niyandithanda, and I'm so incredibly grateful.
Congratulations indeed. Hey fam, so Bongani was spotted walking the red carpet at the Miss Africa crowning alongside his publicist, Simphiwe Majola.
How does it feel to be the national babe?
No, that's in Josie's title. I don't want to get there. We can play with the other ones, husband, your country or something. But National Bay is Josie, and he must hold on to his title.
What are your favorite titles so far?
Husband, the country, we can work with that one. Yeah, we can work with that one. I'm not perfect. I've heard many people say, no, he's not perfect. He says he's perfect. I've never said I am, and I'm not intending to be a perfect guy.
And how are you finding navigating fame?
It's the worst thing ever. Don't pray for it.
Yeah.
It's such an intrusive space. But yeah, we're here. What can we do?
Thank you, Mr. Luvalo.
Now social media is chewing him up with comments like, that's exactly what he wanted, to be famous. He was never looking for a wife. He was going to train Portia. It looks like Portia dodged a bullet here. Guy was looking for fame, not a wife. I'm still shocked that Bongani was also acting. He's even now wearing the famous ring. He's been wanting this. He looks like a child in a playground. I always knew he was there for fame, like the rest of them. Meanwhile, following Balsa's messy interview with Meg G, where she and Makoto made damaging accusations against Tshepo, you remember she later issued an apology directly to Tshepo, right? Word on the street now is that she did not willingly apologize. She was forced to do so. Apparently, Tshepo did open a case against her, hence this statement. Those who are seemingly close to the situation are saying that you could tell from that apology that she was safe. Something really interesting also caught my eye, and that is the media statement released by Palisa's brand management team. Defending her, they said her behavior was because of her personal pain and unresolved trauma. Basically saying that she said what she said on the interview because of her trauma and pain. I found it laughable that that was their line of defense, because Palisa is not the only person with trauma and pain. People don't go around laying accusations like that because they have trauma and pain. I feel like she and Makoto, and I'm saying she and Makoto because Makoto is the one who brought up the allegations. Palesa agreed to them. So I feel like she and Makoto, that's who they are. Being mean and laying unfounded accusations against others. That is who they are. There's no reason to blame it on pain and trauma. We are all going through something, but we do not go around doing and saying things like that. Anyway, they are now saying that she is receiving professional, emotional, and psychological support. They apologize sincerely to Mr. Tsepo and individuals affected. If indeed she is receiving psychological support, I'm happy she is because she deserves it. And yeah, well wishes to her indeed. Otherwise, while I laughed and enjoyed Thaban's interview, it also shocked me a bit when she was talking about cast members' traumas.
You have Makoto, who's tormented, who's broken, who's lost a mother, who struggles to communicate with her dad. You know, you look at a Palesa as well, who has been married before, an emotionally abusive marriage, and was triggered, and then showed up as a person who refused to repeat a cycle. Then you have a Tsepo, who witnessed his mom go through challenges in his marriage with the father.
You keep putting my business out there.
You have a Bongani, who also went through difficulties growing up. He mentions being rejected by his father. Then you find Nkululeko, guys, who church was his saving grace. Church is his food, his coping mechanism, because he actually used to sell his body to get a plate of food. He sold his body to survive.
Why would she do that?
And then you find an Elisa, who also, was broken in her childhood by the rejection of a father, so will fight to keep the love of a man. Themba struggled with transparency and dishonesty because he was a man to someone. He was her saving grace. Portia couldn't open up emotionally to Bongani because Bongani looks and is a replica of her biological father who rejected her and who hurt her mother.
That took me by surprise, I must say, because isn't that breach of confidentiality somehow? I mean, what do you say to your therapist? Isn't it supposed to stay within the walls of their office between the two of you? So what was that? Her mentioning names and talking about their individual traumas. I wouldn't want my therapist laying my dirty linen for everyone to see and hear. So that really shocked me indeed. Otherwise, let's continue this in the comment section. Also, remember to subscribe, like, share. Until next time, bye and thank you for watching.